Okay, so question 3, if you missed this one, that's okay because it is a little more complex than questions 1 and 2. So let's review how to name ionic compounds that have transition metals with them. So what we need to do first is split this into 2 separate components, Fe and O. If we look for Fe on the periodic table, we're going to find it to be iron. And what we need to notice here is that iron is a transition metal. And what we know about transition metals is that they have multiple charges. And we don't know what charge that is. It has to be given to us. Well, how on earth am I going to be able to figure out what charge this has? It's not given to me. So here's how we can do that. So we need to first look at the second element and discover its charge. If we look for O on the periodic table, we find the element to be oxygen. And we can see from our periodic table that oxygen has a charge of -2. So if you were to write this formula yourself, the 2 would transfer down to here. So it'd be Fe2O, and then whatever iron's charge was, whatever it was. We don't know what that is just yet. So how can I figure that out? Well, I know its final formula is FeO. Now remember, ionic compounds, you reduce to their simplest forms. So how can it go from Fe2 to just Fe1? Well, this one must have been a 2 as well. So that means iron must have had a +2 charge for that 2 to come down here to give you Fe2O2. And when it reduces to a 1-to-1 ratio, it's just FeO. So I now know iron's charge is +2 using that process. Now, when you write the names for polyatomic compounds that involve a transition, when you write the names for ionic compounds that involve a transition metal, you must specify its charge in parentheses using Roman numerals. So it's iron 2. I look for 2, and I see this is the Roman numeral I'm going to use. And then I write the second element's name, which in this case is oxygen. But remember, its ending gets changed to IDE. So it's not iron 2 oxygen, it's iron 2 oxide. And that will be my final answer. So use this process to help you answer question number 3.